Welcome back to episode 3 of our story time. Now today we're doing it about a lady for a first one called Lilias Trotter, but we're going to refer to her as Lily. And she came from England. She was born in London and she went down south to North Africa and she went to a country called Algeria. So let's listen to her story now. If you could choose what to do today, what would you choose? Maybe playing it outside or inside? Watching TV or even reading a book? Sometimes it's hard to choose, isn't it? And you see, Lily Trotter knew she had a choice what to do. How many times am I going to do this wrong? Let me do that again. If you could choose what to do today, what would you choose? Playing outside or inside? Watching TV or even reading a book? Sometimes it's hard to choose, isn't it? Now Lily Trotter knew she had to choose what to do. Not just for today, but for the rest of her life. And Lily loved painting. And she was very good at it. Painting's a good thing to do. But Lily also loved telling people about her friend Jesus. And that's a good thing to do too. Should she spend her life as a painter and become rich and famous? Or should she spend her life telling people about Jesus and be poor and unknown? What would you choose? Lily knew that painting was good, but telling people about Jesus was even better. And that's what she chose to do. Lily went all the way to North Africa. The people there were Muslims who didn't know about Jesus. So she told them in every way she could think of. She started sewing clubs and coffee shops. She travelled to tiny villages and tents in the desert. She made friends with women and children. She wrote little books and decorated them with her beautiful pictures. She did all this to tell people about her friend Jesus. And some of those became people who loved Jesus, who were Jesus' friend. Now Lily certainly made the right choice. Do you know any twins? Any brothers and sisters the same age as each other? I'm a twin. Wait, I don't. Oh, because the person who's read this book must be a twin. That's confusing. How am I going to get? Do you know any twins? Any brothers and sisters the same age as each other? Well, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother. I think being twin is quite special. Nah, I'm joking really. But 100 years ago in Nigeria, in Africa, people didn't think twins were special at all. People hated twins and wanted to get rid of them when they were born. But God sent Mary Sessler. Oh no. Slessor. It's not Sessler. Slessor. I've written it wrong there probably. Okay. Slessor. 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 It's a weird name. Okay. Let me just start from the story again because you can keep that intro. Because you'll just cut it anyway. Nah, I'm joking really. You see, 100 years ago in Nigeria, in Africa, people didn't think twins were special at all. People hated twins actually, and wanted to get rid of them when they were born. But God met... Nah, I'm joking really. You see, 100 years ago in Nigeria, in Africa, people didn't think twins were special at all. People hated twins actually and wanted to get rid of them when they were born. But God sent Mary Slessor to help these babies, even though Mary was very poor, even though Mary was born in Scotland, a long, long way from Africa. And even though Mary was a young woman all on her own, God used her to help save hundreds and hundreds of twin babies. Mary travelled to Africa. Mary travelled to places other people thought were too far away and were too scary. She was a long, long way from home. She was poor and she was a young woman all on her own. But she wanted to tell people that her friend Jesus loved them too. She showed them that her friend Jesus loved twins as well. She took twins that nobody wanted and looked after them, caring for hundreds and hundreds of babies. She became famous in Nigeria for helping all kinds of people in all kinds of ways. But I think helping those twin babies was the best.
Before I stop recording, we need to do something against the green screen to edit in as your twin.
Do the same thing I was doing, if that makes sense. So basically just split screen when I read I am a twin, I have a twin brother. I think just they're both the same, doing the same thing.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So it's just like identical twin basically.
Okay.